everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the monthly reads for January 2020. If you're new to my channel, then on the monthly reads I do premeditate on the cards, which then allows me to do my little bit of added poetry at the end. And I do a collective read, and then I will bring in some key elements, other cards which will show relationship side of things, okay? And then at the very end I always pull out a charm just to tie up the reading. So I'm going to be reading now for the lovely Geminis, okay? So gems, I'm just going to move these out to the main frame to start with, and we'll come back to those in a little while. And the card that came out for you for January 2020 gems was Retreat. And it says, take a mini retreat, listen to the voice of your soul, okay? That came out with the Grove card and the Rigid card. We also had the King of Water and the Eight of Earth. So I'm going to go with these cards to start with, and just see what we get from these, okay? So Gemini, going into the start of January, it's literally, as it's saying on here, there's some protection element here, but obviously this is going on the relationship side, but I'll recap that in a short while. But on the collective here, I do feel that it's about picking apart your life going into the start of January 2020. It's taking a new perspective of everything that's you want to achieve in 2020. 2019 for some of my Geminis was a hard slog of a year, okay? It's about reassessing as well. You're going into the start of January. Some of you feel quite vulnerable in a lot of areas of your life. Now, this could be work related, health related, but literally you've got to literally, sorry, repeating myself here, take the time to rest and reflect, okay? With the Grove card, it's always like allowing you the time to sit in your own silence, okay? Like we've got here, I'm more drawn to the fact of this this protectiveness of you. This it's about protecting you, Gem, as we go into 2020. This was the New Year's resolution that I picked up with you. It's about 2020 is about doing things for you, protecting your own needs and what you want to achieve, okay? A lot of 2019 was running around and doing things for other people. Literally wore you out, Gem. Literally wore you out on all sides of the coin here. So the New Year's resolution for you is you've got to start finding time for you. You've got to start to withdraw back, learn to say no to people, okay? So with the Rigid, this was your pattern. This has been your life. Everything has been, you know, I just feel some of you start to feel like your life's enclosing in, you're boxing yourself in a little bit. And with the King of Water here, this is you taking action, Gems. This is you taking action with forging forward. You are going to be taking control of your own emotions as well. With the Eight of Earth, okay, this is about regeneration to me. You are going to start to be playing to your own tune now, Gemini, going to 2020, by sitting there, having time out, reflecting on everything, okay? Literally picking away at the brick wall that people have put in front of you, because that's what I want to feel like. You've been hemmed in, boxed in by others. That's what I want to say, whether it's family, a relationship, whatever. This is how you felt. Literally in 2019 you felt hemmed in, stifled, couldn't breathe, in a lot of elements, whatever element this was affecting, whether it's health, work, romance, you felt literally hemmed in, and you're taking a sledgehammer. That's a hard thing to say, but you are taking a sledgehammer on this brick wall and you want to knock it down, Gem. You want to knock it down at the start of January 2020 so you can see in front of you literally where you're going, you know, taking steps for you. It's all about you, Gemini, in the start of January 2020. And this was a New Year's resolution saying, hang on a minute now, you've got to take heed here. You have got to literally go back in your shell, reassess everything, okay, and come out and be starting to grow as a person and put things into action for you. Because as I said, 2019 for Gemini was about other people. Yes to other things, I'll do this, carrying the can for other people. That's what I felt. So then we had the loyal heart coming out with all that glitters, okay. Now, the all that glitters is a message for you to say, actually, you don't have to do that overtime. You don't have to work yourself to the bone, Gemini, just to gain material things. Just because, say, your partner wants that new kitchen or you need that new car. Do you really need that new car? Because if you want that new car, you're going to have to do that overtime every week to pay for that new car. So it's about assessing your needs as well. Assessing your needs, your true needs, okay? Don't be spiraled into other people's needs when you don't need them, okay? A lot of needs there, Gem, but it is about assessing your needs for you. Again, not for other people in 2020. This is about for you. So all that glitters to others, you know, oh, I'd like that new watch. Oh, that's good, blah, blah, blah. Really? Do we need more material things? You know, fair enough, if that's how you want to live your life, okay? If that's how you want to, you know, for it to roll. But it's saying here, all that glitters isn't gold in life, okay? On the collective read that I'm going with here, you don't need material things to be happy, and that's why you say it's the loyal heart card that's come out for you, Gem. It's saying, you know, you can look to your partner or whatever, but obviously I like to try and keep the romantic side or the partnership side towards the end. But this card for the collective is saying be loyal to you. You've got the knowledge, okay? There's a key here saying you don't need to have material things around you to be happy, okay? So this was a strong message that I felt for the collective gems here, where in 2019 you may have absolutely busted your ass in working round the clock, working to please other people, just to buy things, and you know, but then there comes a time, as I said, you've got to actually look at what you do need and be loyal to yourself, thinking, well, actually, no, we don't need that new car. There's nothing wrong with the car we've got. It's reliable. It gets me to work, okay? And start assessing your needs. That's what I feel your New Year's resolution was, Gemini, about assessing your needs, your necessities, okay? Not this all that glitters, okay? Just because it looks good or whatever, or keeping up with the Joneses or whoever, okay? So then we had the completion. The completion card came out with the happiness card. So the completion here is about getting some peace, obviously with the doves here, and clarity, and literally getting your wheel of life turning in a way where you haven't got to bust your ass, gems, okay? It allows you more time to enjoy life as well, because you're not at work all the time, getting this happy balance. So by the end of January 2020, going into February, you will have completed a cycle here that you will have put in place that is going to bring you a lot more happiness, okay? You don't need to be living at work. You don't need to be buying all this financial glitter and gold around you, okay? You don't need all these fangled dangled new things. Be loyal to yourself and your family or whatever. But basically be loyal to yourself, because if you get this flowing in the right cycle, it will bring you a lot more happiness, because you'll have more time back for you. You'll have more freedom to do what you want to do, and that's what I was feeling on the collective, okay? So if I look at the romantic side of things now for you, Gemini, it was strange with you because I had literally 3 cards come out on the romantic side, and I wanted to stick with the 3. Everybody else has had 2, but my lovely gems had to be different, bless you, and 3 cards came out. So basically for the romantic side then, I am going to take you here as the cosmic egg. Now with these cards here, the animal spirit cards, these symbolise the the person's energies that are around you in the romantic side, okay? Now, you can switch and swap the characters around to suit yourself on whatever I can come out with the messages, but I'm just going with the key players here as how I feel and see them, okay? Now, I feel here, I'm just going to put this black egg down there a second. This is you, and this is the person that you're dealing with on the romantic. The cosmic egg is the alchemical sign as the ether, spiritual realms here. And I do feel those people who are already in a relationship, this is the person that you've been dealing with. This is the alchemical sign here of air with the vulture. Now, I do feel that some of my Geminis coming into January 2020 are literally protecting themselves. With the retreat card here as well, this is saying you are feeling vulnerable in a relationship. So this is you trying to protect yourself here, okay, from this person. I just feel there's a volatile situation that some of my Geminis are in, where this vulture is literally going for the jugular, okay, and this is why you've literally got to protect yourself here, Gemini. And I feel like the person who I'm picking up, the gems I'm picking up with here, you no longer want this person. You no longer want this person in your life, and that's why you're trying to pull away, retreat, okay? Literally here with the rigid card, this is how they've kept you. This is their energy, okay? Very controlling person trying to control you, okay? And I feel going into January 2020, you will be wanting to get rid of this relationship, those who are already in a relationship, because I just feel it's it's turning bad, okay? It's turning bad, and this is why you feel you need to move yourself away, distance yourself. It could be that you've had to put an injunction in place to keep this person away from you, because you know they are a dark, bad entity. This has gone to a bad relationship towards the end of 2019. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but this is what I was picking up, okay? So let me just put those cards back down a second here. But by getting this person out, okay, we have the black egg. Now the black egg is also the spiritual realm, the ether, alchemical sign, okay? This is you protecting yourself, and it's saying here, now this I feel is more for people who have been in a relationship before, okay, but they've protected themselves, not wanting to get hurt, having this fear of getting hurt if they get involved with somebody else. Now I feel here that there is a new romantic element, a new person waiting. Now this is like a prediction on the other side of the fence. This is a prediction here saying this is you, my lovelies. This is the Gemini, male or female. This is how you've been around people, okay, in the past, in the recent past, where you've protected yourself because you didn't want to drop your guards down, you didn't want to drop your barriers down, because you felt vulnerable in the past in relationships. You've been hurt, okay? You have been hurt. Now this could still be triggering from the people that are already in the relationship as well. It's just the fact that I do know that there's somebody waiting. The universe is bringing somebody in. It's waiting in the wings for it to hatch, okay? So this is you here, all good and well, protecting yourself, thinking, you know, I don't want to get involved. I always look at these dots around this card as communication coming in. So it could be that you have, some of my gems could have been sort of having email backwards and forwards, sort of testing the waters with somebody. There could be somebody out there who you think, well, actually I do quite like them, and you have had sort of communication, slight communication backwards and forwards, okay? But it's just saying, whoever you've been having the communication off, gems, whoever this is, I'm targeting in here to, speaking to, this relationship is going to hatch. It's waiting there to hatch, okay? This information has been flowing backwards and forwards, okay? And you've been just taking it slow because, like I said, you're vulnerable you don't want to get hurt, okay? But it's saying here, and this is a prediction I feel, that this relationship is just waiting in the balance, and good things are going to start to hatch from this egg in the near future. But as I said, 3 cards came out on this because I feel it could be you have literally got rid of this person at the end of December, okay? This person, this volatile relationship could have gone, okay? Yeah, you're protecting yourself. You may have had to put something in place because, you know, they're still chipping away, putting the 2 thing, being a bit of a nightmare, okay? But why that you're sort of distancing yourself by protecting yourself from this person now? You've been confiding in this new person, okay? So it could be this scenario, but I just feel this is due to hatch in the near future. The person, you know, I do feel you're going to meet this person, where I feel it's all been done on text or email, and you know you haven't actually physically met one another, okay, because of this entity that's still lurking in the background, and you're protecting yourself and you feel vulnerable and volatile, okay? So you've only just been sort of communicating text or email wise, but just know that this is you know, that this is a bright energy, a bright person who's just waiting for you to drop your guards, really, to allow that to come in, okay? So that's what I was feeling there on the relationship side. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but that was what I was picking up. So I'm just going to pick these charms up here and just put them back in my box, because I'll need these in a little while. Just from my previous readings, guys. I'm going to read you my poem there that I had from these cards. So we had: time to go within, pick apart areas of your life, follow your heart, dance your own tune, lessen the strife that is consuming you in both general matters and love. Protect yourself whilst making decisions, for some of these will be tough. Know the choices that you make will bring happiness to your door. All that glitters in this case is gold that will have you wanting more. Now, all that glitters in this case is gold that will want you wanting more is going to be this person. It's going to be this element here, where I said it's only been communication wise. My cards are alive today, guys. Communication wise, okay, you're going to think to yourself, you know, you've had this communication backwards and forwards, you haven't met this person yet. I do feel that this is a true, honest person here. They've got your good interests at heart. So all that glitters here, because you're sitting there thinking, oh, this person's too good to be true. They're listening to me. They're, you know, that's sympathetic with me, with my past relationship, with what's going on here, with this nightmare of a person still hanging around. So it's just saying here, all that glitters is gold on the relationship side, but it isn't on the collective. When I said about sorting out what you need in life, don't think that all that these things that glitter, you know, all these things that you want, new cars, you know, new better houses and all this, that it's about on the collective. That was about sorting out your necessities in life. Don't tie yourself with a ball and chain. Yeah, I'm going to get that new car, but actually, to pay for that new car, I'm going to have to do overtime every week, not see my family. So, you know, just sort out your priorities, gems, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just pull a charm out to tie up the last bit of this reading. And I've got all these little charms in here. So I'm just going to have a swizzle around. I'm not looking. And we'll have a look what comes out for you, Gemini. And we have, oh, I love this one. Comes out a lot, this does, considering there's a lot of charms in there. But it's the sunflower. It's the sunflower. And this just means that it's a positive outlook. Things are going to start to grow, materialise for the better. The sunnier aspects are going to be coming into your life, and that's on the romantic as well as the collective. Because, I mean, guys, you had the happiness card come out here at the very end of this reading. So on all sides, whether general or relationship, just know it's going to be, you know, sunnier times. Things are going to start growing. You are going to start growing yourself as well. You're going to wake up to the truth, really, Gemini. The general collectives are thinking, you know, well, actually, why am I killing myself? You know, why am I giving my time out? I need to start looking after me. And that's why, you know, you put a seed in the ground, a little flower seed in the ground, and you water it, you tend to it, it nurtures and it blooms and grows. And this is going to be you in 2020, Gemini, you are going to start to grow more as a person, and you are going to bloom as a person as well, and your life is going to be far more positive and happier in 2020. So I hope you can take something away from that reading today, Gemini. As I said, it's not going to resonate with everybody. Remember, swap the characters round. I might be speaking to a cross watcher. Okay, don't force it to fit. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Okay, there's plenty of other readers out there where messages will resonate to you better than mine. So it is what it is, guys. So I look forward to reading to you next time. Take care then, my lovelies. Bye.